Louisa, and today I'm going to be showing you some equipment that I've decided to take in order to film a trip around Namibia on a motorbike. And the objective of this trip is to ride around on a 125, and at the end of that, myself and a group of others riding for a charity called Rally for Rangers will be donating those bikes to the park, the community park rangers, so that they can take care of the natural resources that they've got around there and the animals in those parks. So that's the idea. I'm very much an amateur, so I'm going through this kit list and I've just sort of been researching as I've gone along, and I'm going to share that with you now. So first and foremost, what I'm filming this on is the Canon R7. I chose that predominantly because it had really good reviews and its ability to shoot in C-Log3. So C-Log3 is just a way that takes a huge amount of information for you to then adjust and colour correct it after post-production. Being a beginner, I think that might be quite a good idea. So rather than get lots of things wrong, as I do individual scenes that I'm not used to. So the R7, I've got a kind of a nice all-rounder lens, 18 to 150 millimeter STI lens. So that's it's going to be all right for some decent zoom shots as well. Always take loads of batteries, and everything's going to be charged up before I go. So that's the camera. For the audio, a video micro. So a video micro, which I'm using at the moment, very basic, standard. But it's a Rode, so it's pretty well comes with some good reviews. I've also got the adapter cable, the TTR to TTRS, I think it's called, which will then go into my mobile phone. So this enables it to work in a mobile phone. So that just gives me that flexibility. If that's all I've got in my pocket, right? In order to process all of this information, and to transfer things like from SD cards to storage devices, I've got just a MacBook Pro, 13-inch MacBook Pro, so not the most powerful machine, but hopefully it should do the job okay. So that's for that. Cables, never have too many cables. I've got at least 3 of every type I need. So not only can I sort of do multiple charging at once, and to do that, I've been quite thoughtful in terms of adapters. So this is the Namibia adapter, but it kind of comes with 2 USB ports, so that'll be useful. But yes, but also because they do break, and especially when you've got extremes of temperature. So Namibia, it's a July trip, so being winter, you're going to get cold nights and you're going to get like warmer days at maybe up to 20 degrees. So plenty of cables. My storage system, SD card in, SD card used, SD card comes out, SD card goes in another little packet that says it's full. So that it's not complicated, but at the end of the day I might be really tired. So that's what I do with that, and these are basically just storage devices. I've just for simplicity, I've just put SANDISKs, 1 terabyte SANDISK. Which if I need to empty out those SD cards, I can do that. Adapters, and of course, the things for transferring the SD card to the Mac. So all of these things important to test before you go. Being a newbie, I have to test everything. The sound, equipment, everything works all right. Right, so the other cameras that I've got, one's a GoPro. So it's a GoPro Hero Black 11 Mini. I've used it once, and I really liked it. I've kind of got used to the modes, so I think I know what they're about. The drawbacks of this is that it's no external battery, so you can't take spare batteries, and it's about an hour's worth of stuff, about 4K 60 frames per second. So you just have to be intentional with what you're filming, and that's fine, because on my bike I will have a handlebar mount phone holder, which I can control the GoPro on and off. So I could just see an interesting bit of rough terrain coming up, I could just turn it on and off. Various mounts, a helmet mount should I need one, but generally that's going to be on the bike itself for the majority of the time, because that's what GoPro does well, and image stabilization is just amazing. So I've got a couple of different types of handlebar mounts for the action camera. This is PGY Tech, I think. I've got 2 of these. So the other action camera is a DJI Pocket 2. That's on a gimbal. It's really good for when you're walking around, if you want just to quickly take a scene without getting the DSLR out. Then I can just whip it off the bike and then just take a few nice pictures. And in fact, that's what I'm also recording over here. I'm recording this on 2 different bits of equipment. One is the DJI, and that comes with an audio mic as well. So using the Rode at the moment on there and this one, so it'd be interesting to see what the difference in sound is. So that's cool. While we're on sound, because I'm hoping to do some interviews, I got the Rode Wireless Go 2 with one transfer, two mics here. So I can be walking into the sunset, interviewing someone, the camera can take me walking off, and I can just walk and walk and walk for 100 meters until I'm a dot in the landscape, and hopefully the conversation will still be picked up. So I'm excited to try that. That could be pretty damn good. Then in order to attach, quick attachment of the Go, just in case I do take it off, or I want a different angle, I've got this fantastic little game top clamp holder, if you like. So the Pocket Pro, not Pocket Pro, the Hero Black GoPro will go on that, but also just a very quick selfie stick for the Hero Black, just in case. Just so light, why not? Similarly, I've got a really nice tripod. It is the K&F Concept Carbon Fibre. But again, if it's in a different bag, I can't get to it. I've just got one of these tabletop things here, which will enable me to just quickly maybe do a quick interview at a table with the remote controls there. So that's an Aodelan, Aodelan. What I will do in my YouTube is I'll put a list down with all of the kit on here. It's all of it is sort of middle of the road stuff. It's all beginner stuff. So I'll be interested to see how this kind of documentary comes out. Because the DJI Pocket, the battery life is probably about 2 hours. I've got this quite nice little adapter. This is a handle adapter, which will allow the another about 3 or 4 hours of footage. And I could actually put that onto the handlebar itself, so just keep it going like that. So screw that on, put the Pocket into there, and Bob's your uncle. So in order to do that, a helmet. So riding just a standard sort of trails bike helmet, this will go quite nicely onto the front of that, and then I can clip that on and off, so I can get another perspective. I think it's interesting, and it's been shown that different angles just more appealing to the eye. So as many different angles I can get, the better. That's the other mount, which will probably go on for the GoPro right near the forks. Anywhere I can put it that's safe. And then I've got travel bits and pieces here. Nothing there, just more equipment. That. Because this is going to be my other piece of luggage that I can carry on, this here is like my handbag, but it's also a magnetic tank bag, so that's pretty handy. Again, I don't know when I'm going to need to be able to put any juice in the batteries, so I've got myself a 50,000 mAh, whatever it's called, I can't remember, 50,000 mAh power pack. I've also got, so this is actually the box for the DJI that comes in here. So I'll be carrying that on the plane. I might get some plane shots, so I want to carry that on me handily. And I've got some filters for it from Freewell. So I'm just finding out what they do, a bit like sunglasses, I'm told, for your camera. But I've also got a wide angle lens for the DJI, which I think makes a lot of difference. It makes the shot sort of a bit more cinematic. And especially in Namibia, you're going to get interesting landscapes, a bit of desert, a bit of coastline as well, skeleton coast. So I've opted to get some filters just to try and improve the image quality on those. So that's what was going to go into here. So I thought about obviously the video. I've thought about sound. I haven't really got the capacity to take a massive light with me, but somebody gave me this. So if I do need to interview someone in a low light condition, I'm going to use that. It's just like a little keyring light, but it's so powerful I can't even actually look at it, and it's blinding me. I'm blind. I can't turn it off. Alright. I don't even know what this is, to be honest with you. And now I can't read it because my eyes have gone weird. Here we go. Parflex, it's called. www.joja.uk. But I thought that was just the best compromise. Some headphones, so I can some Sennheiser, just so that I can hear the playback on the video, but also so I can listen to some tunes on the aeroplane. Spare cables again. So that's pretty much the equipment. So yeah, hopefully that will do me to do something like a 20-minute sort of mini documentary on this trip. It's very much in a learning phase. Happy for any comments on any of the equipment that I've chosen, pros and cons, or any essentials. I've just got time to go and get some more bits from Amazon. So that's cool. Right, next in this, I'm going to be filming a map of the locations that we'll be travelling to. And if you want to find out more about what Rally for Rangers does, www.rallyforrangers.org. And if you want to see more of my stuff, it's existentialbiker.com. So thanks very much for watching. Appreciate it. Take care.